put this motherfucking thing up in you and have a blast.
Right.
Bitch.
The only right a bitch got is to obey her husband.
That's
and
it.
Shut the fuck up. And I don't give a fuck how many wives your husband got. Obey your husband. That's the only right a woman has.
Exactly.
Shit. Only thing a woman got to say is just shut the fuck up.
Shut your ass
What is
down.
it? Food, sex, and silence. That's all a woman is made for.
Hell yeah, the FSS.
Right. Shit.
Put that on, text that to your boy.
Don't need nothing else. Don't need nothing said from a bitch.
Shut your ass up. Then
That's all they gotta do is shut the fuck up.
Unless it's, you know, honey, are you hungry?
Right.
Or I put the kids to bed.
Right.
Or baby, are you gonna rub your back or your feet?
Right.
Hell, what the hell? You know,
as far as these provocateurs, I mean, as we getting closer to the end, you know, we gonna get more and more demons trying to test us and to do some stupid shit before the time, and you know, just go off the handle before it's time and shit. But the scripture say, "Wait ye upon me." This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Right. So like with provocateurs, and you know, you may just be out one night, you know, with the Akim, and you know, shit just happens. That's just Satan right there. That's, you know, these demons out there. So we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Like how we was on the news, and how, you know, they actually now trying to demonize us now, because, you know, this truth is actually getting out there, and they want to downplay it as much as possible. So they want to try to tie us in with motherfuckers like, you know, a fabricated story like Peter, Lucas, Moses, or some bullshit like that to make us look bad in front of the eyes of the people. But you know, that's what the scripture say we was gonna go through.
Right, and that's part of that demonizing us. Talking about, you know, they got some bullshit on the net talking about Peter, Lucas, Moses. No, Peter. I mean, they supposed to be biblical names and shit.
But they all English and shit.
Right. They all English and shit. This nigga is supposed to be, you know, started in North Carolina and supposed to be the head of the black Hebrew Israelites. You know, that's what these assholes is trying to say now. And they try to lump us in with this guy. This guy, you know, the official news report says that he had 3 wives, he killed one of his wives and the son of that wife because he thought he was gay and the boy was 4 years old. Now, the unofficial story is that bitch cheated on him and he didn't think that kid was his, so he killed that bitch and the boy.
Yeah, he knew the kid wasn't. He found out the kid wasn't.
Right. So he killed the kid and he killed the bitch.
Hey.
Now that's the real story behind Peter, the real unofficial story behind Peter, Lucas, Moses. But you know, they try to lump us in with that motherfucker, you know.
Right.
Which he really didn't do no unrighteous thing. It's just not expedient.
Yeah, it's not time for that.
It's not time to be killing bitches because of, you know, the bitch had a baby that's not yours. It's not that time.
And then we know that he was set up to try to, for these crackers try to come against us, because we know about the Bible, and we know that the Bible speaks about how to discipline children.
Right.
Not shoot them in the head.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? That's why. You can't tell if a 4-year-old boy gonna be gay or not.
Right,
I'm sorry, you can't.
Not when he's 4 years old.
He's 44 fucking years old. There's disciplinary actions to take according to the scripture.
Right.
Not shoot him in the fucking head.
Right.
If his mother cheated, yeah, put that bitch to death.
Actually, you put the, hey, I don't know. It's up to the priest, I would think, about the son and shit.
Right.
But I know that boy, he was conceived on a bed of adultery.
Exactly.
So
back in the day,
he's gonna be fucked up.
The man's baby, the man had a fraud and the baby would get killed.
Yeah, because they both wickedness, and that baby gonna be wicked as hell.
It was a righteous thing.
Yeah.
But it's just not expedient in this world.
He took it into his own hands. He could have just dropped the bitch. He could have dropped the bitch and his little boy, marked them for death, and just say, "Get the fuck out of my house." And when the time comes, the Lord will let him meet up with them bitches again and do your thing.
If she does not, matter of fact, let me read what the Lord said instead of just coming off the top of it. Let me just read it. Okay, here we go. This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 26. if she go not as thou wouldst have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. That is what the Lord said do to these old wicked ass women that don't want to do right. If you trying to be a righteous man and you trying to put on that breastplate of righteousness, let that bitch go. Get that bitch a bill, cut her off, stop fucking her, don't let her kiss you, don't touch that bitch, nothing. Cut her completely off from thy flesh, give her a bill of divorce, make sure that, you know, it's an even split, and let her go, and let that bitch go about her way until she come into the midst.
And that bitch is leaving exactly what she came with. If she ain't come with shit, you supposed to let her go with nothing.
With nothing, right.
Bitch, all that shit is yours anyway.
Right.
She did you wrong. She fucked up. So now your ass gotta go.
Right.
It faded ass head.
Because that's one thing that people don't understand is that women, we rule over y'all. And I'm gonna show you why I'm gonna read for you why we rule over y'all. This Genesis chapter 3 verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Like I said, it in conception too. Like I said, in conception, that's why they have, if you look at these animals, they don't have pain during their birth. These women do. That's sorrow, especially if you got to get a C-section listening to these devils.
Right. And you know what? I want to bring out one more point about these men that think it's okay, and these stupid, dumb hoes that think it's okay. Matter of fact, if you got the scripture word, because these men, and a lot of these men and women think it's okay to be having sex on their period. But
and the scriptures clearly say let them be separated.
They put a towel down so no blood gets on the floor.
Man.
That's some wicked ass.
That shit white people do often.
This is Leviticus 18 and 19. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness.
Put apart for her uncleanness.
Exactly.
Her uncleanness is when she on her period. You don't supposed to go around fucking no bitches on their fucking period.
Exactly.
That's some nasty ass shit.
Yeah, bitch, you ain't shit for that. Or the dude. They call it, you know what the crackers call